So I said before, monolithic apps or cloud native. One of the goals in terms of driving efficiency is around being able to share more. So certainly, old school apps, people would necessarily been installing in their own data centers, for example. They would be using virtual machines or servers. Customer A, customer B, customer C would all be doing the same thing, would all have their infrastructure sat there. And that model sort of persists into the cloud as well. I see a number of customers that use, have a setup, an application deployment setup for customer A, the same thing for customer B, but on a completely different set of Azure services. But obviously that pushes your cost up. So it's much more cost effective to provide a multi-tenant solution rather than individual single tenants. So the more you can share, the more you can bring your cost down. And that's not just in the cost that you pay from Microsoft in terms of compute charges and all of that. It also helps in both in your development costs. There is standardization there. You're developing against one system, not trying to develop against 3, 4, 10 different systems. But also, from an operation, if you're providing software as a service, you're providing an element of support around both the infrastructure layers, but also the application layers. If you're trying to support 5, 10, 15 different setups, then the support costs start to really escalate at that point. So the more you can share, the more cost effective you get, both in terms of actual consumption costs, but also in terms of time. And cloud native applications are better suited to a fully shared model because they are making use of that PaaS, because they hook into a DevOps process much more seamlessly, which means you can make best use of both the native auto scaling resilience type services that exist, but also the feedback loops, the operational feedback loops and the automated delivery and development processes that come with DevOps. Now, that being said, automated deployment and DevOps can work with both a fully isolated and a fully shared model, but you are going to get more benefit in a cloud native fully shared application.